Hello, welcome to Edification by Identification of the Spirit. If you've been on my channel, um, Israel's One Purpose, uh, you would see the other videos that I have here, giving out that bread and wine as Jesus did. But today I'm going to do something different. And this is because at my will, I do what I want. And it's time to really only being humble will save you from this conversation and this teaching that I'm getting ready to teach. Because this is, someone ticked me off today. I had a guy ask me a question. He says, uh, hold on. It was in pertaining to something up here. Oh, he said, why would I believe in a God that make me pay for things that I had nothing to do with? Okay. And I told him the same way that black folks expect the white man to pay for what they've done in the past is basically what you're saying. So he said, no, that's not what I mean. Because everybody need to pay. I was like, so you don't think that our forefathers needed to pay and this is our punishment of us paying? So he's like, explain to me how. So I'm like, well, I did a lesson 104 that teaches you about the goat civilization that we live in, Baphomet. And it's always been there in our faces, but we just never noticed. So I did a thorough lesson that this dude just won't watch. And I'm like, okay, well, don't watch it, but you're asking me to explain and you're talking over me. I'm going to get to this lesson, but this is what brought it out because he and I had this friction, and I'm sitting here like, dang, it's the Sabbath, and I wanna put some food on the table, but this guy got under my skin, and I can't figure out like how to put this out here so some other people will know how to deal with this. So then I watched my brother Lance. He's the only brother I have in the spirit, because he and I are one as our Father, and Jesus are one. We are one with them. So look, don't turn it off yet, because I say things to make people want to turn it off. Because if you bear with me, you get blessed because you get the spiritual knowledge that'll lead you to becoming one with us. He's the only one that I personally know down here that is like me. So you can eat anything from his table. He will not serve you something improper, and that's my brother Lance. Um, if I remember, I'm gonna go back to all my previous videos and post links down to his videos so that you guys have access to him, because we teach the same, because we're the we're the same. Just like people have the spirit of Christmas and they become one with Christmas, and you see them with all of their Christmas decoratives that they're wearing and things of that nature. Well, me and my brother's spirit is one up here with God and Jesus, because Jesus left us breadcrumbs to give us a full meal. Once you got his words under control, then your brain can just eat. You can eat. He teach you how to eat everything. So, and we'll get to that because it's your mind. Because your mind can eat anything at once, but when you digesting it, that's why. You, never mind, we ain't going down that road. But while your mind's digesting, I'm gonna keep it earthly. When your mind is digesting It's food. It's you're thinking about it. You're going over it. You're trying to figure out, how is it this way? Why is it this way? When was it this way? Is it still this way? Is it still going to be this way? Your mind has to go through so many levels of thought processes. You are always using more than 10% of your mind. So that, don't believe that the hype in the movies. But anyway, back to this story. We got the guy got under my skin, so I figure I'll come out and share this with you from the Ten Commandments. Because me watching my brother Lance, he was doing a video, his second video, I believe it was his part 2 of his second video on his channel. I'm gonna post the link. I hope I remember, to his channel, so that you guys have access. Because we trying to give this word out, and if we the only two down here in this lake of fire, then the fire could never be subdued. And when I say subdued, it means to change. It's not going to change. You can't be saved that way. So brother Lance and I, we come out, we try to, we can't save you, because everything starts with friction. When me and my brother Lance first met, man, you don't understand how much I love my brother Lance, man. He make my day every time I think about him, man. But my brother Lance, when we first met, man, it was a doozy. And that's how I met the Father myself. I'm like, yo, I don't believe what you wrote in this book is real. This book is BS. This is your boy right here. I gotta laugh, because that was this guy right here. I said, I'm going to prove this book wrong. I'm going to study this book every which way, from Sunday to sun up to sundown. And then God slapped the shit out of me and said, you dumbass, I'm real. And this is what I got to show you. And then I'm going to make your bitch ass go out in the world and tell everybody else what I showed you, so they could think you crazy. That's what God do. It is what it is, because it's a punishment. It's a punishment. So if you still here, this is going to be a blessing, because this is what I found out when I was watching my brother Lance. He was going, I stopped mid-video because I had watched it several times, but like I said, I was in a different place and I needed somebody to help me calm down. And since I can't just, he and I don't just talk, and that's what I'm saying. We don't even talk like that, but we still got the same information, because we reading the same thing. And when you got the keys to break the seals that's on the book that's written about in Revelations, once you break the seals off, you become one of us. You become one with the Almighty Father. And it is what it is. You become one of us. So, what the point I'm trying to make is, the reason how I came to this conclusion is because I had a friction with this person about this. Where is it at? Okay, because my brother Lance did an excellent video. I'm not going over anything he already touched on. So he already touched on verses 1 through 4 here. So you could check out his video, and because he did such an excellent. When one does it, he does it right, man. He ain't even got to redo this because he already done it. So why do I need to go over what he's already taught? Because he knows what I know, even though he and I don't sit in the same room. We don't talk on the phone. I think it's been like one point we ain't even talking to each other for a year or so. And he still know what I know and learns what I learn. So if he could get it and he got it the same way I got it, you got to come up out of these houses, man. You need the house, I understand, but these houses are destroying folks. But you need friction in order to unlock knowledge. So the knowledge that was unlocked today, which I already knew, but where is it? Okay. Verse 5, it says, thou shalt not bow. Oh, this is I'm sorry, Exodus 20 and verse 5. And this is the law. This is the Ten Commandments. But I'm only going to focus on this one. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, which is speaking about the things that went on in 4. But so I believe my brother probably hit on 5 too. But this is something I need to teach here. Bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Okay? So he telling you was what he about. I'm about that life. I'm gonna treat you like you my girl, and if you cheat on me, it's gonna be pain and suffering. So, or you do, cause who am I to tell y'all? I don't care who you with. Keep that shit in your room. Let me see. It says visiting the iniquities of. And then it said, yeah, this is the part I wanted to get him with. Visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And then, because this is what I basically recited to him, but then during our conversation, I explained to him that this is why did he, I asked him a question. I said, why don't the world know who we are as a people? Why don't the world know the history? They got to go digging up history. They got to go looking for it. Why isn't it just everywhere? What happened? When you get all the definitions of these words, you get the answers to all of this shit. All of it. You know everything. You know everything. You become one with the Father. And big bro Jesus, because if it wasn't for him, you think I got here through what? I don't care what you call him. His name is a place marker. You could put mud in that place as long as you did what mud told you to do. You're going to still get this knowledge. That's the only point I'm trying to make, because everybody's trying to make a big deal about, oh, his name is this. You could put shit there, and if you did all the shit that shit told you to do in those 10 commandments, you still going to get here. That's all I'm trying to say. So if you look at, and I wear this rough ass face and this hard rough ass talk because this is the world I grew up in. I grew up in a tough ass world. I grew up in the worst place in America. Like, come on, man. Every video you go, you type in worst places in America. We number one every fucking time. Like, I'm hood. But I'm also intelligent, and I could carry a conversation with the best of them. I could do. See, you be able to switch it up. And that's the same way as, yeah, I came out to do a lesson, but those who can't see my face is cursed, because that means you're not going to be able to be around me because you can't take the way I talk. Because normally this is how I talk. Fuck this, that, the third, because what you believe curse words are is not what curse words are to God. That's why your sins be cast away. Though they be red as scarlet, they turn white as wool. Come on. Come on. I just gave you definitions of red. Scarlet is sins. Anything crimson. So when they painting and decorating temples with strips of scarlet and yo, because pits are built in. That's why you need the keys in order to avoid the pits that are automatically built in, so people will fall into them, especially if you break one of these commandments. And brother Lance is not breaking commandments because he know what I know. And then I remember back in the day, my brother, when he was doing all his research when he was first coming into the spirit and stuff like that, or into the Bible. Not my brother Lance, my worldly brother, Israel brother. But he said to me, he said, somebody put up there that Jehovah is God of the wicked, or a wicked God, or something like that. And all I gotta say is keep studying, because y'all keep talking about stuff y'all don't know about. Why you think they make movies like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader? The good son comes out of evil, the evil being. So chew on that a little bit. Chew on that fat. And you know what other fat you could chew on? The When the good son comes out of the evil being, the father changes too. Eat that. Eat that. Think about that. Think about all the movies where Jokers had wicked upcomings, but they turned out to be one of the most blessed, pristine people ever. And yet they were still treated like shit. This is this was Jesus' life. I mean, I actually sat through a real live crucifixion. Like when I was younger. And I didn't, I was, I think that's why I am where I am today, because it was like, they would call it an intervention, but I would call it a crucifixion, because they tried to kill my spirit for trying to learn things in this manner. Because the book is teaching me what things are. So that's why I said this is a little off topic one, because I'm going to be a little bit everywhere, but I'm still spilling some of my history about how I came to this. And then everybody was telling me, that's not what that mean. That's not what that mean. That's not what that mean. I said, Jesus Christ, same yesterday, today, and forever. Forever mean in the future, for as long as these words exist on pages and people can read them. Forever is forever. So us being where we are in time, I shall show you where we now live. Okay? What time frame you are living in? You are living in that last 1,000 years of Satan's reign. He was like, remember they said Satan gonna rule for 1,000 years? You like, Satan ain't ruling? Bullshit. Bullshit. And you know why things is fucked up? Because y'all want to do things y'all way instead of y'all's way. Y'all way. Y'all follow Jehovah's ass. And you should have followed Yahweh's ass instead. So much up here that I could just spit at you, but you just won't believe it. Then it make me feel like I come out here and I just waste my time. Just won't believe it. And then we're gonna go back to this verse 5, because there's a gem in here that I'm hoping you pick up on. He says, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that have hate me. So them that hate him is them that taught lies, which we gonna put this shit on Front Street. Muslims All Muslims that read the Quran, they know that our forefathers were liars. For what? Material gain, which is anything to trade. They traded us for that. Material, gold, silver, cloth, loins, wood pelts, land, dirt. The fucking dirt that we walk on. That people pay for this shit. This is crazy. You're the land. Your knowledge make you the land. Thor did a fucking movie about it. But the hidden gem here is into the third and fourth generation. Jesus said, I'm gonna be in the grave for 3 days, 3 nights. It is a day with God is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is a day. It is 2022. 2022. This is day 3. This is when we waking up. As you can see, one before you, my brother Lance is before you, and we have this knowledge. So the prophecy is real. Only thing is, you motherfuckers keep trying to kill us. Every time we try to teach y'all something, you want to try to kill our spirit so that we don't want to come out and do this. But guess what? Man, my kung fu is strong with this word. Because you can't kill me because you can't kill a spirit. You can't. That's like us trying to kill Christmas. You could kill it personally for yourself, but you can't kill it for everybody else because Christmas is still a holiday right now. That kind of murder got to take place as a whole, as a society. And jokers don't even know where Christmas came from. All of these hellish things that used to happen on these days. Men going out raping each other and raping women and beating them up and down the streets. I'm like, yo, this is what you do. This is what you do. Do you know that these generations on this planet, the last 1, 2, the last 3, well, the 1 to 4, because this is 4 right now. We in the 4th generation. This is where it's time to wake up. This is the 4th generation. That's why they call this the 4th world and not the 3rd world countries anymore. Because the 3rd world countries are being stomped out. Because remember, the Gentile got to rule the whole earth. So this is Satan's kingdom that we live in. This the goat kingdom. Because we took all the sins of Israel and we wrote them on that goat. I did an excellent video, 104. Edification by Identification of the Spirit, 104. Excellent video. School you right on in there. I did a short one before that, but you really gotta see where these trees came from. There's videos before that I didn't do in this style, but if you could bear with me, I'm gritty, I'm hard, I'm ready. You don't know what I know. I got a reason to be pissed off. You think I'm pissed off at the white man? Fuck that. He need to, yo, what they did, I apologize, but like, we fucked them worse. We taught them how to do it. And did it to them. Yo, if you knew what the fuck I know. Like the stuff in Genesis, how you can't read Genesis without not knowing what things are. And I went to real estate school. I went to computer school. Computers was easy for me. It was natural. It was like I've known them for years. I had computers and when I was like a fucking fourth grade. And they were like, wait, you how'd you unlock these computers? I got skills, pimping. They was like, but you never even touched a computer before. But I'm not dumb. I could figure stuff out. Ever since then, 20 something years, hacking. See, hacking, your mind works differently. So this book is a handwritten computer that needed to be hacked. I hacked the shit out of this book. It is what it is. So I know all things. And if you ask me a question and I don't know it right away, guess what? I could go to the Father and the big brother Jesus that's written here in this book, and he could show me what it is, and then I can tell you. And then if you don't believe me, you can ask my brother Lance the very same question. We don't even have to communicate about the question you're asking because we know how to go in this book and find what you are looking for. And in order to get all power, you need the definitions from this book before you could walk into any of the other books like the Epic of Gilgamesh and things of that. Their creation stories, every creation story, there is no such thing as fucking myths. All of that shit is 100% real. And when I say it's 100% real, it's because you don't understand what you're reading. Like, I had to tell this joker today. I'm like, dude, you keep telling me that I'm a man. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, I ain't no man. He laughed at me because he old head. He like 60 something years old. He just laugh at me. So I'm like, okay. Satan said, I will rank my kingdom above your kingdom, the kingdom of heaven. How do you do that? I shall school you. The only way you could do that is to take the definitions and change them on the words. Then you begin to have a different reality. Everything changes. The math changes. Your words changes. The things you do changes. The things you believe changes. The things you know changes. Because then you know nothing. And you're dead. Everyone, I say there's only about a good 3% of us that knows what the fuck is going on. We try to tell the world and y'all don't want to believe us. What crazy motherfucker goes to work every day? The crazy motherfuckers out there holding the signs, the end is near, the end is near. That's what they say at I am. I go to work, I hold it down, I make money, like, got a car, my wife got a car, like, my son got a car, all brand new, 20 in the 2020s, 2022, 2021, and I got a 2020. We all got new cars. Like, what crazy? I'm not flashing nothing. I'm saying what crazy person can still live a normal life? It's not that I'm crazy, it's that I'm contrary. And me being contrary, but me being God, one with God and as the Jesus said, have this mindset in you, think it not robbery to be as God. We got to have that same mindset. And I'll tell a motherfucker quick, I am God. I'm the closest thing to God that you'll ever see because I shine my light in this darkness because darkness is the wrath that God puts on us. And he put it on us for how long? Until the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And how do I know this? Because God gave us stuff. Y'all think shit just fell out of the sky by pure accident. Internet and all of these electronics and technologies. God said, I will speed up time. He sped up time numerous times. Just that simple prophecy made it boom true. He said, my word go out into every nation of the world. Don't every nation got a Bible? Even nations that don't believe in the Bible got Bibles. You know why? Because it's the word of truth. When you get these definitions, you get to enter into Atlantis. You get to enter into Sumer, which is Sumeria. You get to enter into, the goat. You know the goat inside and out. We live here. We live in America. This is the goatiest civilization on the planet. The goat. And not the greatest of all time either. He the greatest deceiver of all time because he took God's kingdom by changing the definitions on the words. So he gave engraven images to everything. Everything. So you think this is an earring? You think this is an earring? You think me drinking on a cup of water is what God calls a cup of water? I turned water into wine in 104. The same way Jesus did it. We didn't understand how he did it, but that lesson is me turning water into wine. And I bought bread and turned water into wine and served it for you. So enjoy 104. That's one of my favorite videos. But this is the fourth generation. That's the point I wanted to make about this whole little spiel here. So this is the generation that's waking up because this is the fourth world. So once everything is said and done, this time it's done. It's done. Everybody will know what me and my brother knows. Me and my brother Lance, knows. And it'll be done. And then he says, and to show mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. The whole thing is to keep the commandments. If you remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy, guess what you're doing? You remembering, because remember he builds up prophets. Prophets was basically one with God. Because they gave the breadcrumbs just like Jesus was giving the breadcrumbs. They've been around the whole time, but you keep killing them. The prophets was the ones with the nuts to say, look, I read this and you ain't teaching this right. You told them that if they bought us this gold bar that they could get into heaven, but that's not what that said. Or if if they give you all the gold, the Lord will bless them double. Like, this is not what that say. And then you talking about they going to heaven, and they say that heaven is coming to earth. You confusing me, sir. And then you ask those questions, and what do? They kill your spirit. They stop your growth in the Lord. But if you strong, when thus saith this book, you can't go wrong. As long as you do what thus saith the book. You use the keys to unlock the knowledge. My word is forever. How can my word be forever? The definition. Because when he changed the definitions, he fucked us. Satan got us good. He got the whole world good. Because you know why? Satan walking around right now. But since you ain't God, you can't see Satan. I can. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. So, with that, y'all be loved, be blessed. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna go ahead and post Brother Lance videos in here. Usually I'll do like I said, a bread and wine, but this one was on some off topic because he specifically mentioned this. Why should I have to pay for this? Because we fucked up. And the Muslims testify against us. They were there. Their books tell them to recall all the events that happened as they happened during Exodus. Because remember, it was a mixed multitude. It was mixed waters. And to witness that the Lord pulled us out. And to witness, just like we fucked the world up, but to witness that y'all was Ishmael was the one who built that golden calf down there. He did that. And to be a calf is to have horns. Okay? And to have horns is to have alarms, trumpets, warnings, some sort of power. A warning is a power or alarm, something to wake somebody up. So that's why they was making calves, and that's why you always refer to them as a calf if they have a horn or an alarm on them. Some kind of warning sign so you can spot them. A sign that shows that trouble's coming. All of these things. But you don't know my father, so you don't know what's good. You know your father the devil. That's who y'all niggas know. Y'all know y'all father the devil. You say, but we got these words. How can you can't do this overnight? You can't like just pull out a fucking God dictionary and study this shit overnight. I was born of a virgin birth. Like this shit don't just come overnight. I took massive abuse to get here. And I give it away for free? I'm looking at the camera. That's why I'm giving it away for free after what I went through, what these people did to me. And I call these motherfuckers family. So no. I will not let somebody turn me away from this. I didn't let my family turn me away. So how the hell I'm gonna let somebody just walking down the street say, that's not what that mean? Suck a dick, keep it moving. This ain't for you. Be damned in eternal darkness. That is a curse. Now that's a curse. You want to know how to curse a motherfucker? I'll teach you. But for now, this is my strength. This is my power. My power is in heaven and in earth. Just like my brother's power is in heaven and earth. But I say he is way more gentle than I am. Because I was tortured for a long time. Just imagine you married and you can't communicate things that make you with them. With a whole wife in the house or husband or whatever y'all want to be called these days. I don't know. It's 2022. I don't know what the fuck y'all want to be called. I don't practically give a shit. You're water right now. I don't give a shit. Genders only matter in God's ranking system. So when Satan took this government, he made it like God's government, but he changed the definitions on the word. He took man, who was basically, you got God, president. I'm just trying to make it in a simple manner that the earth can understand this. You got God, just say president. Then you got Jesus, the vice president. Even though our vice president don't do stuff that Jesus do, because it's like the reverse. Like Jesus is a servant. The vice president goes out and serve the people. Your kings and leaders supposed to serve you. You're not supposed to serve them. What we doing? We serving their pockets pretty good. We doing that all right. And I really apologize that this video is dragging on, but It's gold up here, and the more I conversate, the more pieces that I'll give to you unwittingly and sometimes wittingly. But yeah, these people are doing nothing but out here lying to us. And they're robbing us of our time, the only little bit of time that we have down here on this planet. And if we fix everything, you enter into Jerusalem, into Zion, and then you become one. Because on my left side is, you know what hands are? Hands are your power. Jesus is to sit on my right hand until I make thy enemy my footstool. Where is the right hand? The right hand is in the earth. Left hand's in heaven. You got, see, look, somebody about to be blessed. In your right hand, you got Zion, city of David. In your left hand, you got Judah. You have Jerusalem, heavenly knowledge. So when you put them hands together, you are one. I keep saying it. Y'all thought I was going to say you're going to be something else. No, you're one. You become one with the Father. And the only way you could do that is with knowledge. And I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm better than y'all. I'm trying to help you because you don't know what I know. And if I help you understand what I know, you can know where we're supposed to be. And if we get to where we're supposed to be together, because I can't do it by myself, we got to do it together. That's why this is the punishment was into this generation. Even though I doubt that I'll live to see you motherfuckers get off your ass and do the right goddamn thing. Because his word, it is written. The wrath of the Lord of hosts is to darken the land. You are the land. The people shall be as fuel. What do you need fuel for? To get places to burn. Fuel is basically for burning. So, of the fire. And I remember that scripture verbatim for a reason. That scripture is telling you that the lake of fire is going to be made of people. And that is also telling you that, oh no, it didn't tell you, but you need to know a fire is a tongue. It's a language. So we are automatically born into the language that we speak, and whether you speak in English, Japanese, whatever, you still put images on the words that we're using. We broke the first commandment, and then that's what protects you. So this is a key. The way you help yourself right now, if this is what you really want to know without all of this verbiage that I'm putting in here and you just want to go get it yourself, is to use the 10 Commandments to remove the locks that you have on your mind. And when I say to remove them is you're going to have to use these commandments to tell you how to protect yourself. So it's you could say witchcraft in one book. See, you don't know is wisdom. Oh man, I can't teach all this because I can't even get y'all to listen to the simple shit. How can I get y'all to? I don't know. Like, I'm a rough goat. I'm rough right now because I'm speaking to you in the goats civilization's diction, their definition. So that's why I said I'm a rough goat right now. And when we become spiritual, man, the world changes. I'm so sad. But I guess I gave y'all enough time, enough pieces of gold. But I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.